Temperatures tomorrow a little warmer than today. We should go into the lower to mid 40s across much of the UP, but we do have a few showers. We'll talk all about it coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, President Trump signs the bill that will clear the way for the release of all files related to Jeffrey Epstein. We'll have the latest from Washington, D.C. Plus, we'll have more details on the additional funding coming to Michigan farmers through recent grants. And Michigan is falling behind when it comes to health, and researchers say it's not just about doctors and hospitals. We'll tell you about the everyday factors making an impact. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Low temps tonight, not quite as chilly as past nights. Much of us should dip off into the lower to mid 30s. Of course, the cloud cover keeping our temperatures up overnight. But tomorrow, we're talking about a pretty nice day here. Temperatures getting up into the 40s. We do have a few scattered showers we'll have to contend with. That's mainly in the morning, but maybe a couple more as we head towards the afternoon. But there are some changes in store looking down the road. And if you're a fan of winter, you might like what is ahead. We'll show you what's coming up in just a few minutes.
Dakota, thank you very much. President Trump signed into law this evening the measure that will force the Justice Department to release all of its files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This comes after months of political pressure and after a near unanimous vote in the House earlier this week. Erica Brown has the latest tonight.
The bill to force the Justice Department to release all of its files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein has been signed into law by President Trump. The measure passed the House Tuesday in a near unanimous vote, with only one lawmaker voting against it. Then, with unanimous consent, it passed the Senate shortly after. On Capitol Hill,
pressure on the DOJ to release the full
but some lawmakers are concerned that an active investigation could delay the release of some files. Attorney General Pam Bondi promised transparency.
We will follow the law. The law passed both chambers last evening, but we will continue to follow the law, again, while protecting victims, but also providing maximum transparency.
Now that the president has signed the bill, the Justice Department will have 30 days to release all of the Epstein files.
The White House has maintained that it has already made public tens of thousands of pages of documents tied to the Epstein investigation and that nothing, including the release of additional files, will satisfy critics. On Tuesday, a number of Jeffrey Epstein victims praised the passage of the bill in the House and the Senate. Following the swift passage from Congress to release all those files, the House narrowly failed a measure to censure a congressional delegate for her texts with Epstein during a hearing back in 2019. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
I think Jeffrey Epstein is a reprehensible person. Absolutely disgusting.
U.S. Virgin Islands Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett is speaking out following a failed vote to censure her and remove her from the House Intelligence Committee. This follows the House Oversight Committee unveiling text messages she exchanged with the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The disgraced financier had a residence on Little St. James in the islands. The Washington Post reports Epstein texted her during a closely watched 2019 committee hearing with President Trump's former attorney, Michael Cohen.
Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Republicans suggested that the text from Epstein floated potential questions for Plaskett to ask Cohen about other Trump associates the committee could interview.
And raises serious questions about Delegate Plaskett's judgment, her integrity, and her fitness to serve.
Defending herself on the House floor, Plaskett says she receives info from a variety of sources and added she doesn't need to get advice to question anybody from any individual.
They've taken a text exchange which shows no participation, no assistance, no involvement in any illegal activity, and weaponized it for political theater. You want to talk about texting texting felons? How often do you text President Donald J. Trump?
At the time of the text exchange, Epstein had already pled guilty to state charges of soliciting prostitution, including from a minor. Plaskett acknowledged she texted with Epstein and rejects the idea that she has engaged in any wrongdoing, but added it was not public knowledge at that time that he was under federal investigation. Plaskett says she wants the political theater to end and victims of Epstein to get their justice.
And I'm hopeful that we can now get back to the work that we do in Congress.
In Washington, Rachel Knapp, WZMQ 19 News.
There's new research linking ultra-processed foods, which make up about half of a U.S. diet, to higher risks of obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even early death. Long-term study analysis published in The Lancet found ultra-processed foods are fueling chronic disease worldwide. Study authors point out that a small number of transnational corporations control much of the industry, and asking customers to make healthier choices isn't enough. Dr. Celine Gounder says government policy actions could include defining the foods in law, adding warning labels to packaging, offering healthier choices in schools, hospitals, and military bases, and increasing taxes on the least healthy products. She says there are some simple ways to eat healthier.
Focus on having 2 to 3 real meals a day. So whole foods, not ultra-processed foods. For example, for breakfast, overnight oats with frozen fruit. For lunch, maybe it's a bean and vegetable salad. And for dinner, something like tinned fish with frozen vegetables again and brown rice. And by the way, condiment sauces can also be a hidden source of ultra-processed food.
Dr. Gounder says you can usually identify ultra-processed foods by checking the package. If there are more than 5 ingredients or something you can't pronounce, it's likely ultra-processed. Michigan agriculture leaders say new federal specialty crop grants will help farmers tackle pests, weather challenges, and market access. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy explains how the funding works and who it will reach.
Michigan's Agriculture Department is rolling out a new round of USDA specialty crop block grants. Funding aimed at strengthening cherries, apples, blueberries, potatoes, and dozens of crops grown across the state. Director Tim Boring says the grants are a part of a long-standing effort to build resilience in one of the country's most diverse agricultural states.
We've been really excited here at the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development to announce the latest round of specialty crop block grants. Funding that comes through us, through USDA, that does a lot of wide-ranging work.
He says the funding helps researchers and growers tackle emerging issues from pests and disease to extreme weather.
We certainly have no shortage of challenges within the specialty crop industry here today. That certainly growers are going to tell you that labor availability is a challenge. Increasingly variable weather continues to be an issue.
Some of this year's projects support Christmas tree farms, nursery operations, and potato growers. Industries Boring says will have direct impact in the Upper Peninsula.
These are going to be results that farmers in the Upper Peninsula, consumers that are dealing closely and purchasing some of these products are going to see firsthand. And we're really glad to be able to continue positioning the entire state to be in a position to better succeed through agriculture.
Boring says the grants also help strengthen market access, improve food availability, and support long-term economic stability for rural communities. He adds that MDARD works with industry partners each year to target the most urgent needs growers are facing, ensuring the federal dollars are applied to research, technical assistance, and crop development. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
A new health report shows Michigan is falling behind its neighbors with some of the widest health disparities in the Great Lakes region. Researchers with the Citizens Research Council say the cause is conditions people live in every day: income, education, transportation, and housing. They found Michigan trails other states in financial stability, a factor they say has the biggest impact on health outcomes.
And so this concept of social determinants of health is talked about a lot in different fields. But connecting it to policymakers and policy is something that is kind of an area that needed to be tackled to kind of give this concept a little bit more grounding for policymakers.
There is more about that report on our website, WZMQ19.com. Dakota has your first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, we talk with some students from NMU about how they're planning to spend their Thanksgiving break. And third graders from Escanaba Upper Elementary are doing their part to help decorate the city tree. We'll see some of their creations. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture. Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Our home, full of beauty, energy, and opportunity. But in today's world, your business needs more than foot traffic. It needs screen traffic. That's where PowerPlay Digital comes in. Digital advertising that delivers. We bring your message to life on streaming platforms, mobile apps, websites, social media, and beyond. Reach more people, grow your brand, get results. PowerPlay Digital. Put your business in front of the eyes that matter across every screen.
Chips or cracks, we've got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
At LJ Aesthetic Studio in Manistee, we believe that beauty is more than just skin deep. Improve your physical appearance, but also boost your confidence and well-being. We use high-quality products and the latest techniques to provide outstanding results. Our goal is to create a welcoming and inclusive space where you can relax, unwind, and feel your best self. Are you ready? LJ Aesthetic Studio in Manistee. Be your best you.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Individual and adventurous. Journey to the world's most exotic, breathtaking locations. Pure Outdoor.
Now, from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather.
Welcome back, everybody. 41 was our high temp into Marquette today. Now, of course, that's at the Sawyer Airport. Nobody lives at the airport, but that's where the official weather observations are taken. 16 is where we started the day. We should do much better in both the high and low department as we head into tomorrow. But we do have some rain showers to talk about. And if you've been following us through this week, shouldn't come as a surprise. Do see a few showers rolling in here as we head into the morning. So your morning commutes tomorrow might be a little bit wet, especially across the western and northern half of the UP. That's where we could see the better chance for a couple of showers, and still keep a chance for a couple isolated showers in there as we head towards the afternoon. But then things kind of level off as we head towards the weekend. We're going to kind of dry out here, but there is some signs of a pattern change coming, and we'll show you that in just a few minutes. But yeah, there's going to be some changes ahead. That's all I'm going to hint at for now. So there you see Futurecast by 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, picking up a couple of those little light showers. Again, heavy rain not expected here. This is a weak little system that's moving through, and weak weather systems don't have much oomph to them, so there's not going to be a lot of moisture here to work with. With a southerly wind flow, that means the lakes don't get involved. But as we see a more northerly wind set up on Friday, that'll bring our temperatures back into the mid to upper 30s to around 40. So not out of the question, we could see some lake effect clouds, and you see them here building as we head through the day on Friday. But I don't think we'll see anything out of them. The moisture just doesn't seem to be there to really touch off anything. But you know what I said yesterday, living next to big Great Lakes, there's always that chance of maybe a little isolated lake effect drizzle or a snow flurry. But in terms of future rain, really insignificant. Could see maybe upwards of 1/4 of an inch, which would work out towards Eagle Harbor. But I really think that's about it. This, you know, like I said, there's not a lot of rain or a lot of moisture here with this system. So I don't think any rain showers that form should have a lot of heavy rain in them. Mostly just gentle light rain to a sprinkle. But there are those southerly winds. Of course, south winds boost our temperatures up. That's the good news. But then watch the winds shift more westerly to north as we head through the day on Friday. And that is what's going to set the stage for maybe a few lake effect clouds around on Friday. Temperatures are expected to be near or below, slightly below average over the next 6 to 10 days. And in terms of precipitation, we're slightly above. And there's going to be some changes here in the weather pattern, something we're watching, and it is going to be a stark change here. 33 down into Iron River tonight, about 31 down into Iron Mountain. Let's get into the 7-day and talk about where things are going here. So Paraforce tomorrow, 40 on Friday, northerly wind cooler. But here's the big change. Tuesday, Wednesday, as we head towards Thanksgiving, colder air with a few rain and snow showers.
Oh boy, Dakota, thank you very much. Northern Michigan University students are preparing for a week away from school for their Thanksgiving break. WZMQ's Andrew Hand spoke with some Wildcats about what they're looking forward to during their time off.
It's that time again where we're usually unsure about the weather while still preparing to travel for two of some of the largest family gatherings of the year. NMU's mid-semester Thanksgiving break officially begins this Saturday, and students who are still on campus this half of the week are ready to enter vacation mode.
It'll be nice to get home, take a nice long break. That's really what I've been missing.
The week-long break provides a good time to recharge and relax before finals in December.
It's a nice time to just mentally recharge and not think about school as much for a little bit before finals.
I can take a second to not have to, be in study mode. A lot of the times when I return from that, I can just think better and everything makes more sense.
Some students enlighten me with the one thing they're most excited for across next week.
My mom's cooking, that's definitely it.
Family.
Relaxation.
Honestly, food I'm most looking forward to. I love Thanksgiving.
Some have plans to continue their work over break, while others say they might not even open their backpacks.
I'm going to spend a lot of break just working on different research papers and finishing up projects.
I'm going to say I'm going to, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No matter the distance traveled, students can agree that the time off is worth the drive.
Just stay safe and happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Northern classes will pick back up on December 1st with final exams beginning on the 8th. Reporting in Marquette, Andrew Hands, WZMQ 19 News.
Some of Escanaba's youngest citizens are getting involved in the heart of this year's Christmas celebration. Our own Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the story.
More than 100 third graders from Escanaba Upper Elementary School got to leave the classroom Wednesday afternoon to put decorations they made on the center court Christmas tree.
Students were able to create their own ornaments that Kabasic Creations was able to cut out for us, and the students were able to decorate them in our art class.
It was an assignment these students were more than happy to take on.
She told us we were going to be painting ornaments, and we were super excited about this field trip, and yeah, it was super fun.
Each ornament turned out just as unique as the students who crafted them.
Mine is a snowman. It has a hat and it has a scarf, and it has like a blue and then it has red in it, and I mixed it together. I got a stocking and I decorated it red and green, and I put a J at the top.
Some used traditional Christmas colors, and some got their inspiration from other places.
It's a star. I painted it all blue because my favorite color is blue. I made a snowman with like a rainbow snowman.
The artists enjoyed cocoa and snacks from the Escanaba DDA while they watched North Country Electrical Line School students hang their masterpieces on the branches.
It's super cool because now you can get to see it decorated. I was so excited when I saw it getting hung at the tree. I was like, oh, I'm so excited. I wish everyone could see my ornament. I like it.
Some all the way at the top.
It feels cool but scary at the same time.
The students say they're thrilled to share their holiday spirit with the entire community.
It's really important for them to see that their hard work is being hung up, and they can watch that and see it represented throughout the community. I'm so glad that the students are able to create something they're proud of.
It's very pretty. I hope everyone loves them.
The public can see the ornaments at the annual tree lighting ceremony November 25th from 6 to 7 p.m.
Have a Merry Christmas. Let's go, Esky! Merry Christmas.
Reporting in Escanaba, Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News.
Mike Ludlam has your look at sports when we come back. The next Mr. UP football has been named for Division 8. We'll tell you who it is when we come back.
This is home. It's our town, it's our song. This is home. This is where we belong. This is home. Yeah. This is home.
Sorry, girls. Sorry. It's an all-new Kelly.
That's right. Sarah Snook is here. Give it up.
play ukulele?
I do.
We have a ukulele. I am very relaxed.
Oh, yeah. In Fiji.
Plus, Kelly Extra with Mariska Hargitay and comedian Kathleen Madigan. Are you really into fantasy football? I am.
It is almost a problem. Sometimes it's an addiction that doesn't pay off.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
It's Shunk's Black Friday sale. There's Black Friday specials in both stores. Like these premium leather La-Z-Boy rocker recliners are just $6.49. And this La-Z-Boy rocker recliner is just $2.99. This new mattress here with Black Friday specials from all our mattress companies. Tempur-Pedic, Stearns & Foster, and Serta. Get a Serta Perfect Sleeper Queen or full-size mattress with a power adjustable base for just $5.99 while they last. It's our Black Friday sale. Shop Shunk's at Marquette today.
Ojibwa Casino Baraga is turning 40 and you're invited to the party. Join us Saturday, November 1st, 8th, 15th, and 22nd only at Baraga Casino. From 4 to 8 p.m., 4 hot seat winners every hour win $400 in free play. At 8 p.m., 4 winners score $1,000 in free play. And at 9 p.m., just earn 10 points for the final drawing where 2 lucky guests will each win $5,000 in cash. Plus, the first 40 to earn 10 points after 4 p.m. take home a special anniversary gift. Only at Ojibwa Casino, Baraga.
Good evening, everyone. The best player on the #1 team has been named Mr. UP Football for the 8-player division. The Upper Peninsula Sports Writers and Sportscasters Association released its all-star list this afternoon. Norway quarterback Owen By had 93 carries during the regular season for 1,011 yards and 22 touchdowns, averaging nearly 11 yards per carry. Passing, By was 31 of 45 for 639 yards and 9 touchdowns. He also caught 4 passes for 136 yards and 2 scores. He was the Offensive Player of the Year in the Great Lakes 8 East Conference. The Knights reached the semifinals in 8-player Division 1 before losing to Blanchard Montebello last Saturday. So taking a look at other honorees, Owen By was the Offensive Player of the Year, Newberry's Garrett Lewicki, the Defensive Player of the Year, and the Mitchell Snyder lineman was Keith Burkar of Norway. Teams of the Year in Division 1 for 8-player, it was Norway, Division 2, undefeated, and finalist North Dickinson. And Coaches of the Year were Norway's Andy Mendina in Division 1, and in Division 2, Mike Christensen of North Dickinson. The rest of the list is on our website and Facebook page. GLIAC volleyball quarterfinal tonight, Wisconsin Parkside at NMU. First set tied at 23. Mackenzie Gruner is going to get the point just over the top of the block, 24-23 Wildcats. Set point for NMU, Hagen serves. Rangers set the Sam Fish. This shot was originally called in, but NMU challenged. The challenge was upheld, so the Wildcats took the first set 25-23. NMU at 11-6 lead in the second set. Parkside erased that. Lucy Russ with the ace. Rangers won that one 25-19. We're tied at 1 to the third. NMU had a 13-7 lead at one point. This kill from Madison York brought the Wildcats within 23-22. York had 9 kills. Parkside will send the ball over, and somehow it's going to tightrope the top of the net for a while, and NMU not able to recover. The Rangers took a 2-1 lead, 25-23. Fourth set, match point for Parkside. Rachel Muller, Lucy Russ to Mariana Kuhn. Buries the ball in the court. Parkside won the set 25-22 and the match 3-1. Dejected NMU head coach Mike Lozier said the team battled back from a slow start this season.
I was in the building, could watch that match and say that Parkside was the better team tonight. And, that's crappy, right? It's a tough position to be in, to lose at home in front of your crowd, but we started 1-9 and 26 sets in a row, and we were hosting a quarterfinal match for an opportunity to move on, and the resiliency, obviously, of the athletes and my staff to put us in this position, something I'll never forget.
Mackenzie Gruner led NMU with 12 kills. From that 1-9 start, the Wildcats ended their season 15-14. Also in the GLIAC tournament tonight, in a quarterfinal, Wayne State turned back Michigan Tech 3-0. Rachel Zurich had 13 kills for the Huskies, and Michigan Tech ends its year at 12-16. Here's a look at the semifinals that will take place on Saturday. Grand Valley against Ferris State, and the matches will be played in Big Rapids. Parkside against Wayne State. First match 4 o'clock. Wayne State's match 6:30. Championship is Sunday at 4 o'clock. The NMU men's soccer team will make its first appearance in the NCAA Division II tournament tomorrow afternoon in Claremont, Oklahoma. There are 40 teams in the tournament divided into 4 super regions. The 10th seeded Wildcats will face number 7 Cedarville Yellow Jackets from Ohio. The Wildcats record is 9-4-6. The Yellow Jackets are 11-1-7. Cedarville is in the Great Midwest Athletic Conference. NMU is the only team in the Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference in the tournament. Wildcats head coach Alex Spodovich says it's an opportunity to see how much his squad has grown this season.
Game all year, but I also know it was the last game, so that's about it. Any team that goes 3 months without losing a game is going to be a good team. They've been ranked nationally all year, well coached. They're always up there. It's a good team. They're hardworking. It's going to be an NCAA tournament game, so there's nothing easy. But again, as we've said all along for the last month, it's all about us.
The NMU Cedarville match starts at 2 o'clock Eastern Time tomorrow. The winner will face second-seeded Rogers State Saturday at 2 p.m. The NMU and Michigan Tech women's basketball teams start the home portion of their schedules late tomorrow afternoon. The 15th ranked Wildcats are 5-0 and host St. Cloud State, while Michigan Tech entertains Minnesota Duluth. They flip-flop opponents on Friday. NMU coach Casey Thousand and Michigan Tech bench boss Sam Clayton talk about their foes from the land of 10,000 lakes.
They're tough, both of them, very well coached, both of them. They're playing Tech and us, so everyone's going to the back-to-back games, which is something that we've done, obviously, a couple times now. But at the same time, they're going to be big and strong. They got some guards that can score from the outside, but their post play for St. Cloud is really, really big. And Duluth, they both have really good post players, so our defense is going to be huge. Our team defense is going to be huge.
Duluth and St. Cloud are both really good teams in the NSIC. They both had down years last year, similar to us, actually, with injuries and different things. But this year, they're both going to be really good teams. Watching some film on them, they're long. They're athletic. They're very similar defensively, where they don't give you easy shots. They don't switch a lot. They make everything difficult.
Both games tomorrow begin at 5:30, and both games Friday begin at 5:30. The Michigan Wolverines basketball team home tonight against Middle Tennessee State, and LJ Cason with that layup off the steal. Wolverines led 36-30 at the break. Elliot Cadeau needed 2 tries to sink this triple, put the Maize and Blue up 9. Morez Johnson Jr. fights his way to the hoop for the 3-point opportunity. Yaxel Lindeberg led the Wolverines with 25 points and 12 rebounds. Michigan won this one 86-61. They're 4-0. Good luck to Forest Park volleyball tomorrow against Fowler. Forest Park is number 4. Fowler is number 2. Number 1 Mendon against number 3 Ubley in the semifinals. We'll be right back.
Optimize your home with Maytag and Whirlpool appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Maytag and Whirlpool offer best-in-class warranties on durable, state-of-the-art appliances, perfect for your laundry room or kitchen. Available in stock or online, plus free delivery and 0% financing.
My family's been in business for 70 plus years. We really needed to stress that this is not just a running store. Our running shoes are good for everybody.
It's about the people out in the community who are in the workforce. All those people really benefit from the proper footwear and structure that a running shoe can provide.
They might come in limping, almost like a miracle, walk out of here dancing. It's more than shoes. There's a caring that doesn't exist in a lot of businesses anymore.
A world at your fingertips gives you the advantage. Scan this right now. Weather, local news, community events, amazing video. It's cool. It's all yours. It's free. And it's on demand. Do it. Download the app from 19 News. Now you know.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Pure Outdoor.
On the next edition of Comics Unleashed, with your host, Byron Allen, as 5 of the most hilarious comics take it to the edge every night, and nothing is off limits.
That's what I learned in any relationship. Communication is the most important thing. Yeah. The more you can avoid it, the better you'll do. Just avoid it altogether.
Comics Unleashed.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News.
Lows tonight into the mid-30s across much of the UP, so a lot better than it's been in past nights. Again, that's due to the cloud cover helping to keep temperatures up overnight. Tomorrow we'll do better in the high temp department by a few more degrees, mid-40s across much of the area with a few of those showers, mainly morning, but still could see a few isolated showers in the afternoon, and that's kind of reflected here. But I really want to talk about the 7-day because this is going to be like the precursor to what is ahead. There are signs looking at the long-range models that as we head towards Thanksgiving and Black Friday, there could be some significant changes in the weather pattern, which means cooler air and the chance for maybe some lake effect snow. And that's highlighted here on Wednesday. We'll keep it as a chance of a few rain and snow showers, but look at the temperatures. We're back into the 30s, and even looking ahead towards next weekend, that's still a bit dicey, but it is something we are watching very carefully, so stay with us.
Dakota, thank you again. And finally tonight, a tree is on its way to the White House, fulfilling a tradition that dates back decades. This 25-foot concolor fir from Michigan was chosen as this year's Christmas tree for the White House Blue Room. It is expected to reach Washington early next week. The National Christmas Tree Association has held a contest for the prestigious post in the White House since 1966. Winning grower Corson's Tree Farms owner Rex Corson says this tree was picked in part due to its dark green color.
We're very honored and very proud to be able to represent the real Christmas tree industry, and this is the 6th time that we've competed. So we've had, in 2015, we had the Reserve Grand Champion tree. So we presented a tree that went to the Vice President.
According to the White House Historical Association, Christmas trees have been featured in the White House since 1889. That's all for now, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sorry, girls. Sorry.
It's an all-new Kelly.
That's right. Sarah Snook is here. Give it up. You play ukulele?
I do.
We have a ukulele. I am very relaxed.
Oh, yeah. In Fiji.
Plus, Kelly Extra with Mariska Hargitay and comedian Kathleen Madigan. Are you really into fantasy football? I am.
It is almost a problem. Sometimes it's an addiction.